I came home from work early. I'm a nurse, so my hours are pretty unpredictable, and I found female sneakers in the garage that weren't mine. At that point, I sort of already knew what I'd be walking into. My husband has become recently very fit and has constantly been going to the gym, during which time he has made a female friend who he even brought home for dinner last week. She is beautiful, thin, and everything I am not, which instantly made me feel horrible. So I talked to him about it. He encouraged me to build my confidence and reassured me that he loved me and would always be loyal to me. I walked into the laundry room from the garage and sort of tiptoed around the house before going upstairs. They were having sex in our bed with a framed picture of our wedding above the nightstand next to it. I silently left the room and got back in my car with tears streaming down my face. I drove to get food and have just been sat in my car crying since. It's now almost 1 AM and I walked in on them at 7 PM. I've since returned to the hospital. My husband has called me asking why I wasn't home, and I told him my shift has been extended. But in reality, I'm laying in one of the on-call rooms, bawling my eyes out as I type this. I feel so worthless and ugly and stupid. I don't even know how to proceed. On the one hand, I want to divorce him and never see him again. But on the other hand, I am an ugly woman. It's not like I can do better. I just want to die. I feel so gross and the self-loathing is getting too much right now. Advice please. This post was later edited to say, I still have no idea what I'm going to do and I know everyone wants me to leave, but a marriage is more than what can be illustrated with a couple of words on a website. He was a great husband and I can't help but feel at fault for neglecting myself weight-wise. I don't know if I will stay, but that's all I really know right now. I can understand the confusion of not knowing what to do, in that, given that the OP has been betrayed and disrespected, a natural immediate reaction is to want to leave that relationship, given that the husband has betrayed the OP's trust and doesn't seem to respect her. However, I can also understand that, given she is emotionally invested in this man, and the fact that she is lacking in self-confidence, there's going to be a reluctance to want to leave or make a quick decision like this. If she's going to make things work, I'd consider the fact that she will always have the image of her husband's infidelity in her mind, and that will play a part in her ability to move forward with him and try and get past this issue. If she feels that she can truly forgive and move on and rebuild with her husband, then by all means she should do this, because I guess there is no correct decision to make, albeit this might be an unpopular one. The other option, which I believe would be a more popular view, would be to leave the husband, with the logic being that he's been caught cheating now and therefore he's likely to do it again in the future, with past behaviours being the best predictors of future behaviours. As a result, she should seek happiness alone in herself or with another person that would not disregard her feelings like this and treat her with the respect that every person deserves. This option would be more painful in the short term, as there will be an immediate change to her life where her husband will no longer be a part of it instantly. However, some might argue that this short-term pain with the immediate change is more preferable to the long drawn-out pain that she may suffer if she were to remain with her husband and try to continue the relationship, as she'll be constantly reminded of what he has done and feel that humiliation on a daily basis, and she'll be living with a lot of distrust and heightened insecurities, which in the long run could also affect her mental health. Some of the most helpful and insightful comments I found on this post were as follows. Take it from me, the worst possible thing to do is stay with him because you're afraid of not finding someone else. Life is too short to be miserable with someone who doesn't value you. You are still young, don't waste that time. Another post read, when you see a woman that you don't find particularly attractive or skinny walking down the street, do you think, she deserves to be cheated on? I really don't think so. You wouldn't be this mean to anyone else, so why treat yourself this way? Another post read, Halle Berry was cheated on, as well as Nicole Kidman in her prime. I think a woman's looks has very little to do with a cheating husband. And finally another post read, when someone is cheating, there are a lot of steps involved. It is not just them meeting and 1 second later they are suddenly in bed having sex. There is a meeting, they talked, they eventually proceeded to a car, drove to your house, went inside, and so. During each step of the way, he had the opportunity to stop it and to say no, but he did not use this option any time. He went on to have intercourse with his friend in your home. If you consider that there were so many steps involved and that he had the opportunity to refrain from cheating on you every second of the way, you might see that he did it with full intention. It is totally up to you how you react to this. It is your life, your marriage, but nobody deserves to be treated that way and feel the way you feel.